Right, folks, wee bit of a different video here for you today. We've got a video on Arsenal on FIFA, just seeing basically the dream situation for the summer, being that Arsenal are in a bit of a shit show at the moment. The season it's over. We're not getting Europe, and yeah. Let's just show you what I've done. Here is the lineup that I would play for next season. You can probably see there's also some arrivals. So we'll go through it position by position. Would keep Leno, although if we were to sell Leno, he has mentioned that he wouldn't be opposed to leaving. If we were going to sell Leno, I would like to bring in someone like Andre Onana or Unai Simon from Bilbao. I think both of those would be fairly decent, pretty good replacements. I would also like to sign Matt Ryan on a permanent deal rather than have him on loan. Sign him on a permanent deal. He can sit on the bench as our backup goalkeeper. He's a bit better than Runnison, so that would be the goalkeeping situation. I'd promote Tierney. He can become captain. He is just a fantastic player, and he's going to be an absolute star. He's one of those players that just puts in everything every single game. Can't say enough good things about him. So Tierney would start. He'd be our captain. Would obviously be keeping Gabriel. He's fantastic. Would partner him with Holding. I think David Luiz will. His contract is up, so he would be gone. I wouldn't mind keeping around him a coaching sort of position, but Rob Holding's been pretty decent for us this season as well, and would be letting go of Bellerin. At least that's what the rumours are saying. So I'd bring in someone like Lamptey to replace Bellerin. Would still have Cedric as well, so Cedric and Lamptey would be a pretty decent pair down on the right. So he would keep Saka, he is outstanding. Would be keeping Partey, he would be great. At the moment, there is some rumours linking us with Sander Berg from Sheffield United. Sheffield United have obviously been relegated quite some time ago, so if we can get him on a cheap-ish, get him on the cheap, wouldn't say no. He's a decent enough player. He's still young. He's still got bags of potential, and especially with Xhaka getting on now, someone to come in, young sort of DM for us, could partner Partey pretty well, and we'll be losing Ceballos. He's going back to Madrid. Thank God. See you later. So yeah, he could be a decent option for us. There's not actually too many rumours for us at the moment. There was only two. One of them was another striker, but I didn't think that it would be going anywhere, so I haven't brought him in. But Sander Berger, I'd be pretty stoked with that signing. Martinelli stays on the left. Obviously, this time he does have to start. He is absolutely fantastic. I would keep Willian unless we can get a decent fee for him, because obviously we don't want to be losing. He's got a decent contract, and we've only had one season out of him. He hasn't scored, but he's had a few assists. I would definitely get rid of him if we can find a buyer. I don't think we can, but otherwise Martinelli has to start on that left for me. Then hopefully, if we can bring Odegaard back permanently, would be ideal, but even another loan spell, I'd be quite stoked from that, from Real Madrid. So Odegaard can come back, he would start for us, and then I'd play Aubameyang up front as a striker. Keep Lacazette on the bench, keep Pepe on the bench. I'd also bring in Emi Buendia from Norwich. Not too sure how they would probably don't want to sell their best player as they get promoted to the Premier League, but if we can, I'd love to sign him. I'd keep Xhaka on the bench as a backup option for either Partey or Berg. I think that would be great, and I think we should probably sell Elneny, even though Elneny, when he does come on, sometimes he can score a nice belter or something, but if we're getting in Sander Berg, don't really feel the need to have Elneny around. Obviously, Matthew Ryan can sit on the bench. This is a very Arsenal signing. He was another free transfer, an old sort of player. One of the Bender brothers is always linked to Arsenal. I believe this is Lars. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lars. But I'd actually play him as a left back. He could be our backup left back to Tierney. And then obviously we'd have Saliba back from loan. Depending on how he plays in pre-season, he could potentially be replacing Holding, so it could be Gabriel and Saliba, which I think would be a great shout. We'd still have Balogun and Nketiah. Nelson would be the backup for Martinelli on the left or Saka on the right. You can play either or. Other players that are still here would obviously still have Smith Rowe. I don't like the fact that Smith Rowe is sitting in the reserves and on the bench, but I did have to figure out something. He'd still play plenty of games throughout the season. Obviously, same with Cedric. Pablo Mari as well. I'd keep him around. He's still a great player, and he's still another left-sided centre-back, so would want to have him in case of anything happening with Gabriel, and then would still have Runnison, and there's other youth players as well. But yeah, otherwise, the likes of Willock, Maitland-Niles, if we can get a decent bit of money for them, like if you want to have a look at the transfer history, I have sold a few players just to get rid of them because I don't think they'll be playing for us next season. So it didn't matter. I just accepted the first transfer that came in. So obviously we wouldn't be selling Torreira to Spurs. There's no way that would happen. But yeah, we get rid of Maitland-Niles if we can get a decent fee for him. Get rid of Torreira. He wants to leave anyway. He wants to go back to Uruguay, Argentina. El Nini, Joe Willock, if we can get a decent price. I do like Joe Willock. He's playing fantastically for Newcastle right now. But yeah, then again, if we can get a decent amount of money for him, and if we did get in Buendia or Odegaard or both, which is not very realistic at all. This is only like half realistic. Like these are just players that we've been linked with rather than actual signings I think that we would make. It would be an absolute dream if we could. But yeah, I don't think there would be too much of a place if we did have Buendia and Odegaard and Smith Rowe. Willock would hardly get any game time. So I'd either loan him back out to someone and see how he goes, or we could just sell him for some money. Willian, only if we got a decent amount of money. Like I'd probably want more than 3.8 mil for him. Other players, Mavropanos as well. He could probably go back on loan. Guendouzi's probably off. I would prefer him to stay, but I think that Arteta will sell him in the summer. And Kolasinac, I think, will be going as well if he hasn't already signed for Schalke. Although Schalke probably relegated. So we'll have to see what happens with that, but I would definitely be getting rid of him as well. So yeah, that would be the signings that I would make if we could. There's some other players that I do have on the short list. Someone like Jose Gaia would be a great alternative, or Johnny, great alternative to Tierney on as our left back. Unai Simon, he'd be the backup goalkeeper if we would sell Leno. He'd be the first choice goalkeeper if we were to sell Leno. He would be the one that I would want to come in. And then this was the striker that we were linked with, Roman Yaremchuk. So don't know how reliable that rumour is, but he looks, I'm still scouting him, so I don't know what his stats are on FIFA, but they reckon he's got good sprint speed, attack position, and strength. He's 6'3", only 25 from the Ukraine. He could be pretty decent, and both Lacazette and Aubameyang will be getting on a bit, so we'll see. And we're just going to sim the season. We'll see how everything turns out. Now, we are playing in the Champions League somehow. I don't know why, but I will just ignore that. We won't be winning it anyway, so let's sim and we'll see what happens. We've got a game against Forest, 2-1 win. Draw in the UCL. Draw against Brentford. Beat Villa. No, we've lost again. 3-2 victory over Manchester City, not too bad. 3-0 victory over Brighton. 1-1 draw in the Champions League. Another win. Loss. Draw. I don't think we've won in the Champions League, so I don't think we'll be finishing second or anything, which is not great, but so a couple of 4-1 victories in the league. Nice. Doing all right in the league. 3-0 over Liverpool. You'd love to see that. And then we lose 1-0 to Everton. Classic Arsenal things. What do we got else? 2-0 over Newcastle. Can we get one up over Manchester United? Please don't sack me as well, just for this. Please don't. Would kind of ruin the video. I'd obviously keep Arteta as manager for now. Hopefully we do get taken over by the Spotify CEO, Daniel Ek. Hopefully I'm saying his last name right. Oh my goodness, 2-0. 2 losses in a row, but we've managed to come back. That's fine. Yeah, I'd keep Arteta. I don't think there's another manager out there that is actually going to be... There's no better manager, at least. Oh, come on, team. We've lost 3 games in a month, and we got a 2-1 victory over Manchester City in the league, so I guess that is something. Yeah, I'm not too sure who would be able to attract with no European football. We're still a decent side. We're still a good club. Well, a big club in the terms of history, at least. But yeah, I'm not convinced we'd be able to bring in a top tier manager. No one any better than Arteta anyway. Like, would be getting someone like Eddie Howe maybe. That would probably be okay. I've been sacked. Great. That doesn't help. Okay, let's just take this job. Sure, we'll take the Nottingham Forest job. I just want to see where they finished in the league. That's really it. And I was going to check out the stats of the players. Apparently Nottingham Forest are in the league, so that's fine. We can do that. 4th. Okay, that's not bad. Like, if you were to tell me we could get 4th next season, 24 wins, 4 draws, 10 defeats, not bad. Not at all. I would definitely take that. How did we do in the cup? Not very good, obviously. We got knocked out at some point. We got knocked out by Leeds in round 5. That's not great. Let's see. Carabao Cup, what did we do there? Lost to Manchester City. Classic. Champions League. Real Madrid's Paris. Decent final. Obviously, I think we didn't make it out of the group. Did we finish bottom? We finished bottom of our group with no wins against Basel, Mönchengladbach, and Real Madrid. Yeah, that's probably likely if we were to play that group now. But yeah, that doesn't help. Can we go to player stats? Aubameyang, second top scorer with 21 goals. That's fantastic. Odegaard with 9 assists. Leno with 10 clean sheets. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Sucks I can't actually see... here we go. We can see who would have played the most. Okay, so Tierney, he would have played 38 times. Same with Leno, Thomas Partey, and then Aubameyang, Bukayo Saka, Odegaard. Lars Bender played quite a bit. Rob Holding, Gabriel, Pepe, Sanderberg, Buendia, Martinelli needs to play more than 16 games. Lamptey, Pablo Mari, Lacazette. Lacazette already scored 5 goals in 13 games. Far out. Okay, no wonder we were sacked. But Smith Rowe, Xhaka, Nelson, Cedric, Ben Sheaf, and Saliba both gone. Okay, there's a few players. Matthew Ryan played no games. Wow. Okay, well, that doesn't help. The fact that we did get sacked, but not a bad season. All things considered, I would, apart from the disaster in the Champions League, but we are playing in Europe next season anyway. Yeah, I'd say fantastic if we could finish 4th, especially above Spurs, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Leicester. Anyone else? Big go? No. See Manchester City, Liverpool, and Everton above us. It would be interesting to see Everton finishing 3rd, but hell, I definitely would say that is a good season in terms of Arsenal standards. We're back into the Champions League. We can now attract players of a different caliber, players that actually want to play in Europe and whatnot. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Obviously, the experiment is over now. We're back in the Champions League, so make these summer signings happen, and we will get 38 games in. We will have 76 points, and we'll finish 5 points above Spurs. So Sounds pretty good to me. Anyway, that'll do. Hope you liked it. Let me know who you'd sign for Arsenal in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this one. Check out my Football Manager save while you're at it. And yeah, catch you in the next one. Peace.